Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Bhaktin Sneha Varkul Mataji will be reading the Vaishnava etiquettes, followed by Rupakshi Mataji reading the Namamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Attending class. While attending discourses, one should be very attentive and silent. A talkative or sleepy devotee has a discouraging and distracting influence on the speaker and on the assembled devotees. It does not also project a good image of our mission. A manual of Vaishnava etiquette and lifestyle. If one feels excessively sleepy, one should move to the side of the hall and stand up. Rules regarding sitting in the temple mentioned earlier should be followed. One should avoid moving in and out of the temple or room where the discourse is taking place. This causes great disturbance. Parents must control their children if the children become noisy. They must be kept outside the temple. Relevant and pertinent questions may be asked and in a humble spirit. Attending Aarti. Aarti is also called Niranjana or Drishti, which means waving auspicious items before a person in order to dispel inauspicious influences or elements as a means of protection. The various items offered, all representative of the material elements in pure form and the corresponding sense objects, that is, sound, form, touch, etc., are auspicious and purifying. Srila Prabhupada writes, there must be regular Mangalarti in the temple during the early morning, an hour and a half before the sun rises. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 24.334. Srila Prabhupada further emphasizes the nectar of devotion, the benefit of seeing the Aarti performed. In the Skanda Purana, there is the following description of the result of seeing Aarti, worship of the deity. If someone sees the face of the Lord while Aarti is going on, he can be relieved of all sinful reactions coming from many, many thousands and millions of years past. He is even excused from the killing of a Brahmana or similar prohibited activities. The Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 9. Hare Krishna. A manual of Vaishnava etiquette and lifestyle. Thus, all Aarti ceremonies offered to the Lord are auspicious, Mangala. But the first Aarti of the day in the early morning is considered particularly auspicious for all who participate. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who appeared in the middle of the 17th century, is a great spiritual master in the Krishna conscious chain of gurus and disciples. He says, one who with great care and attention loudly recites this beautiful prayer to the spiritual master during the Brahma Mahurata obtains direct service to Lord, the Lord of Vrindavan, at the time of his death. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
How can one overcome offenses and develop pure chanting? By more chanting. In his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Puran, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quotes a verse from Padma Puran stating that even if in the beginning one chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with offenses, one can become free from such offenses by repeated chanting. By the immense purificatory power of the holy name, constant chanting frees one from offenses to the holy name and gradually elevates one to the transcendental platform of pure chanting, by which one can attain pure love of God. Elsewhere, it is recommended that one can also overcome offenses by realizing that the holy name is not different from the Lord, by chanting in humility and by developing an attitude of service to the Lord. After the offensive stage, as one's offenses cease, one approaches the platform of pure chanting. Finally, with offenseless chanting, one becomes completely enlightened and liberated, and one's dormant love of God fully awakens. In that stage, one actually enters the kingdom of God. Actually, physically, he may apparently be within the material world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधारास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, इजोरिनस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, वैष्णव एटिकेट्स की जय. How to sit in a class, how to behave in the class is one of the important lakshana of samarpana. We have to understand that Shravan and Kirtan, these are the most important item in bhakti. Shravan has to be done attentively, because that is what Lord says in the Bhagavatam. Shunvatam swakatha Krishna punya Shravana Kirtana ridantasto hi abhadrani vidhanoti suhasita. Shunvatam swakatha Krishna. When you attentively listen to the katha, Lord who is sitting inside the heart is very much pleased, and he starts cleaning your heart. So be attentive in the class. Mobile should be off. Children should be kept separately. And if you feel sleepy, please stand up and see that you have an eye contact with the speaker. Plus, we should be in a humble mood. Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. The mood should be humble and submissive in asking the questions. And we should be attentive in the class. That is what is expected to be. So we have to be very attentive in our class. Plus, Arati. Arati, as our acharyas and parampara says, it's like offering all the elements, material elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, and everything to the Lord in love and devotion, which removes all the auspiciousness. Arati, and inauspicious, removes all the inauspiciousness in the environment, and it brings auspiciousness. And as our Acharya says, who recites the Guru Ashtakam in the morning in the Mangala-arati, all his sins gets destroyed, and he can attain the love of Lord. As far as the Namamrita is concerned, again and again in the Namaparada stage, it is said the quantity should increase. Quantity should increase. The quality will come. We have seen Ajamil, we have seen Ramayana speaker.
Valmiki.
Who is the Ramayana speaker? Valmiki. How, even though they were not chanting properly, but they increased the quantity, and in the due course of time, they were able to attain the love of Godhead and go back to the spiritual world. So similarly, we have to increase our chanting. And when we are chanting, we should understand Lord is with us. With that mood, we should be chanting in the humble and the surrendered way, so that our love for Lord increases. This is the mood that we have to have. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,